AEW presented Battle of the Belts 2 tonight, and I have to say, even though I don't really like the presentation of AEW Battle of the Belts, I can't deny it was a great show tonight. It was a great hour of professional wrestling. We have a new TNT champion, which I am actually not happy about. And the rest of the championship matches between the Ring of Honor World title and the AEW Women's World title, they were pretty good. I liked them. They weren't bad at all. It was a good hour of professional wrestling, but the way it's presented is pretty much just your glorified AEW Rampage, but with championship matches. We will go over everything that happened tonight on AEW Battle of the Belts 2 on the other side of this intro. This is a full show review of AEW Battle of the Belts 2 on Outside the Brand. We'll talk to you guys in just a little bit. What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for joining me right here on Outside the Brand. This is your AEW Battle of the Belts post-show for April 16th, 2022. I am your host, Phil, and of course, this is Outside the Brand. Thank you guys so much for joining me on your Saturday nights, wherever you may be. We don't usually do these on a Saturday, but with Battle of the Belts coming on in, you gotta support AEW, and we're doing a review tonight. AEW and Tony Khan presented Battle of the Belts 2, their second of Battle of the Belts, just shows that they have been debuting here on TNT. And like I said earlier on, I feel like this is just another version of AEW Rampage, but just with championship matches. Now, I want to keep everyone in mind tonight that this was a good show. I think tonight was a great hour of professional wrestling, like I keep saying. But I just don't like that it's only 1 hour and just the presentation of the show. When I heard that Battle of the Belts was going to be a thing, and it was first announced by Tony Khan and AEW, I thought this was going to be AEW's version of WWE's Clash of Champions, or Night of Champions, whatever you want to call it, where every single championship would be on the line. It's not that at all. You get 3 championship matches that are either predictable or just a match where it's like, why? Why is it even happening? Sammy Guevara is the new TNT champion tonight. He won the TNT championship from Scorpio Sky. Why? Why did he need to win the title? I just don't get it. I really don't get it. You guys know how many times he has held that TNT championship? 3 times. And do you guys know how long those 3 championship reigns have pretty much accumulated to, including this one? 8 months. 8 months. That's ridiculous. You have 3 championship wins in 8 months. That's not only disrespectful to, just Scorpio Sky, who has earned that TNT championship run, but that's also disrespectful to the TNT title. I mean, what kind of prestige are you looking at that for when you have 3 championship reigns for one guy in 8 months? I just don't get it. I don't like how they brought Sammy's real life relationship with Conti onto television. I just never liked that. I don't think anybody really does. But it's just they're just getting booed for all the wrong reasons, and they're getting booed out of the building. They're getting booed out of the building. Did you hear what they were like tonight? They were getting booed out of the building. Now, the only way that I would legitimately be okay with this is if Sammy and Tay turned heel. because we'd be hating them for the right reasons this time instead of hating them for the wrong reasons and, like I said, booing them out of the arena. The two are very talented people, and I know that they could probably work a heel character very well, but they have to do it at this point, because otherwise the careers of Sammy and Conti are going to plummet into something that we just don't want to see. I like Sammy. I like Tay. I do. I just don't like that they put their relationship on television like that. And maybe that was them and maybe that was Tony, but regardless, whoever it was that made this happen, it's just a terrible move. It's a terrible move. What's going on, Aiden? Jonathan Gresham and Dalton Castle. They killed it tonight for the Ring of Honor World Championship. I know a lot of people are hesitant when it comes to the AEW and Ring of Honor partnership. Now that Tony Khan has bought it. But I'm telling you this, people. We're going to be just fine. We are going to be just fine. Oh, and by the way, when we get to Satnam Singh, I got some words to say. And they're actually pretty good words. They're good words for Satnam tonight. I was honestly very impressed. I was very impressed with Satnam, but we'll get to him when we get to him. And finally, Thunder Rosa. She retained the AEW Women's World Championship tonight, and it was a solid match. Nyla Rose is a good professional wrestler, and people just need to understand that now at this point. Is she the best wrestler in the world? Not by a long shot. Not by a long shot. But is she serviceable, and is she solid enough to get the job done with anybody that she is working with? 100%. 100%. Nothing more, nothing less. And you know what? That's okay. You don't have to be the best professional wrestler in the world. As long as you are a great worker that knows how to get the job done with whoever you're working with, you're good in my book. You're good in my book. And with that being said, I'm happy that this is not going to continue after this, because then I would have something to say about it. If we were continuing on this feud between Nyla and Thunder Rosa, I'd have something to say about it. But considering this is just a one-off thing and we're just moving on into Double or Nothing for Thunder Rosa, I'm cool with having a one-off with Nyla Rose, as long as Thunder got the win here. I don't mind it at all. So, guys, we will be going over everything that happened tonight on Battle of the Belts tonight. Battle of the Belts 2, rather. But I want you guys to go follow me on social media. All the the TikTok link for me is down in the description below, as well as everybody else here that is involved on Outside the Brand. You guys can follow me at @PhillyMatt_. That's Twitter and Instagram. Hit that subscribe button down below, as we are on the road to 400 subscribers. Turn on the bell for all notifications, and make sure you guys go to the channel to check out anything that you may have missed. The Monday Night Raw, the AEW Dynamite, and the Smackdown with Rampage post-show is all live on the channel if you may have missed it. Make sure to hit that thumbs up. 10 likes minimum on the stream tonight for the AEW Battle of the Belts post-show on Outside the Brand. Every like helps the channel, and it helps the video get out there to more recommended pages, and we can grow this family together. Make sure to go support us on bonfire.com, the exclusive home of Outside the Brand and its merchandise. We also got some great stuff on TikTok as well. Like I said, all the TikTok links are down in the description below for everybody that is involved here on the podcast. Laf, Nate, Saul, MJ, 1C, Megan, myself, everybody that is a part of Outside the Brand. Those TikTok links are down in the description below. Thank you so much for the support. Let's get right in to Battle of the Belts 2 for AEW. And Aiden, you forgot that the show was tonight? Well, don't worry, because, I got your full coverage right here. All right, let's get right into it. I'm answering Backloff right now. I just texted him real quick. I sent him a video of Satnal. But yeah, guys, we're going to get right into Outside the Brand, episode 169 for AEW Battle of the Belts 2. We started off with the TNT Championship match between Scorpio Sky and Sammy Guevara. Commentary welcomed us to the show, and first man out is Sammy Guevara. Sammy is accompanied by Conti, of course. You watched the NBA playoffs? Oh, okay, I got you. I watched the Grizzlies completely get dominated near the end of the game, and now we're down 0-1. So we're gonna have to figure that out. But I think that's gonna be a good series with the Timberwolves. So we'll figure that out when that happens. Sammy is accompanied to the ring by his girlfriend Conti, and they have a makeout session on the stage. So, just gotta do that for the fans, right? The TNT champion Scorpio Sky is out next, accompanied to the ring by Ethan Page and Dan Lambert. We started off the match with Guevara. He fights Sky into the corner. Sky then powers out with a double leg takedown. Sky with strikes on the mat in the corner, and then Sky bites at Sammy. Sammy then fights out of the corner with chops and a high elbow. And then high elbows. There's boos for Sammy Guevara up until this point. Guevara hit a backdrop and then more strikes on the mat. Let's go, Sammy. Sammy chucks. Sammy sucks chant are happening right now in the arena. Guevara then escapes a TKO attempt by Scorpio Sky, then hits a chop to the chest. Sky with a chop of his own, and Guevara hits a lariat. Sammy then hits a drop kick, and then Sky escapes the ring. Sammy then follows Sky out of the ring and throws Sky into the barricade. Sky then drops Guevara throw first onto the barricade. It was chest first. I don't know why it says throw, but it was chest. And Sky with a body slam on the outside. Sammy then with a back elbow and then hits a moonsault off the steel steps. Sky hits a TKO on the ring apron, which he sold it like freaking death because his foot got caught on top rope on the way down, landed awkwardly on his neck. I thought Sammy died. Seriously, that was so scary. That was such a scary, scary spot. We come back from picture-in-picture, where Sky is striking in the corner to Guevara. Guevara then falls out of the ring. Sky then throws Sammy back inside the ring and hits a big backbreaker. Sky then hits another backbreaker. One more time chants are happening in the arena at this time. Everybody wants another backbreaker to Sammy Guevara. Sky then hits a third backbreaker. Guevara then escapes a fourth one and hits an enziguri to huge boos. Guevara then hits a clothesline and then hits a Spanish fly cover for a 2 count. Guevara then hits a flying back kick, climbs to the top. Page then runs down and drags Sky out of the ring. So that's Ethan Page. Conti then gets in his face. Guevara hits a shooting star press onto Page and Sky on the outside. Looked beautiful. Back inside the ring we go. And Sky gets an inside cradle for a 2 count. Guevara with an enziguri. Guevara goes for a springboard cutter but slips and does not get all of it. Guevara covers for a 2 count. Lambert distracts the referee. Conti slaps Sky's hands off the middle ropes because he was trying to use that for leverage. And Guevara covers for a 2 count. Lambert and Page call to the back to have Paige Van Zant run down and attack Tay Conti. They were brawling on the ramp at this point. Guevara then does a low blow, and Guevara hits a GTH for the win. And we have a new TNT champion in Sammy Guevara. Like I said, if this is a heel turn for Sammy Guevara and Tay Conti, perfect. That's fine. That's the only way I'm going to accept him winning the championship here. If not, Scorpio Sky deserves better. Now let's answer some of the questions in the chat here because I see some questions here. The real TNT champion is Dan Lambert. I like Dan. I do. But is he a TNT champion? No, he's not. And then even again, was Battle of the Belts 2 taped or was it live? It was taped. You know when AEW Rampage was live last night on TNT? Right after that show, they taped Battle of the Belts 2. They taped Battle of the Belts 2 right after AEW Rampage that happened live last night in that same arena. So they do that for that time. Sammy needs to be a heel if this is the way that they're going to do it. If Sammy won the championship tonight to be a heel, to be a bad guy, it's perfectly fine with me. It's perfectly fine. I don't mind that at all. That's the only way I'm actually going to allow it. Because if Sammy tries to be a babyface after this, he's not going to be. He's just not. Everybody's booing him for all the wrong reasons right now. We gotta get booing him for the right reasons. And this is fine. It should. It should. I 100% agree. I 100% agree. AEW Battle of the Belts should be like its own pay-per-view. AEW Battle of the Belts should be their version of Night of Champions from WWE, where every single championship that's in AEW is on the line. But they don't do it that way. They give us 3 championship matches that either don't mean anything or just predictable. And that's just the cold hard truth about it. But Guevara gets the belt and celebrates by kissing Conti on the stage. We come back from commercial break and we see a video package for the Ring of Honor World Championship. Gresham versus Castle. Dalton Castle makes his entrance first, and the boys are accompanying Castle to the ring. The Ring of Honor World Champion Jonathan Gresham is out next, and both men shake hands before the match for the Code of Honor. Now, if you guys don't know really Ring of Honor, you guys don't know who really these guys are. They are fantastic. These guys are fantastic. And you guys should definitely go back and watch this match tonight for the Ring of Honor World Championship. These two are absolutely awesome. I love them. I love Jonathan Gresham. I think Jonathan Gresham is phenomenal. I think his in-ring work is outmatched at times, seriously. And Dalton Castle, that kid impresses the fuck out of me. Seriously. I love Dalton Castle. If you guys don't know who Dalton Castle is, look him up. Because Dalton Castle is somebody to look for. Guy's good. The guy's good. The guy is absolutely good. We start off with a lockup. So we start off with a lockup here. Castle gets to the ropes. Castle then picks the arm to an arm wringer, and Gresham reverses it into a headlock takeover. Castle with a takedown, gut wrench, suplex. And he kept doing the whole gut wrench suplex over and over and over again. And Castle with a takedown with the gut wrench suplexes, Castle with a back elbow and then a clothesline into a big boot. Gresham then with a Hurricane Rana, which his Hurricane Rana is, Jesus Christ, a thing of beauty. Gresham with a kick to the knee and then a big drop kick. We come back from picture in picture, and the boys fan Castle on the outside to get him back into shape. Gresham then dives to the outside and Castle dodges. Castle hits a Hurricane Rana off the ring apron. Absolutely awesome spot. Both men comically dug under each other's strikes. Gresham with an elbow, and then Castle with an overhead throw. Castle with another overhead throw for a cover of 2. Castle with a wrist lock. Gresham gets a high boot, and then Castle catches a dive and goes for the bangerang, but Gresham gets a roll-up for a 2 count. Roll-ups back and forth, 2 counts all around. Gresham then with an enziguri. Castle hits a lariat, and Gresham stomps on the foot and gets the octopus submission. And Castle collapses, and he just taps out. He gives up. And Gresham retains the Ring of Honor World Championships. Absolutely awesome stuff right there. Gresham and Dalton Castle are freaking awesome. This match is a must-see. I love this. I think Ring of Honor is doing great things with AEW already. And, you know, it's a great thing to see. Now, yes, Jonathan Gresham is under a working deal with AEW and Ring of Honor. Tony Khan has met with Jonathan Gresham, and they have worked out a deal with each other. Now, I don't know about Dalton Castle. Dalton Castle we don't know about yet. But with Dalton Castle being in this match tonight, you have to assume that Tony Khan is at least looking at him for the Ring of Honor brand. Now, I think both of them are great people to work around for the Ring of Honor brand if you're going to be using it for those 2 guys. If you're building the Ring of Honor brand around Dalton Castle and Jonathan Gresham, obviously Jonathan Gresham being the Ring of Honor World Champion, that's perfect. Those 2 are great people to build a roster around and to build a second company around. We all know what Ring of Honor was, and we all know what Ring of Honor could be with AEW. This is a great start. We got Samoa Joe as the television champion over there in Ring of Honor. And then the other champions, we got FTR as the Ring of Honor Tag Champions. We got Wheeler Yuta as the Ring of Honor Pure Champion. We got some great people over there for the Ring of Honor Champions, guys. And the AEW and Ring of Honor partnership is going to be working out just fine. I fully believe in it. I fully believe in it. Does this mean that he will be taken off of Impact pay-per-views? Who? Who are you talking about here? I'm not sure who you're talking about. Who are you guys talking about? What's happening at Rebellion? Oh, Gresham? Rebellion 2022. Let me take a look at this. Well, if he's on Rebellion, then he's going to be on Rebellion. He has to do that. He has to do that because it's probably just contractually obligated. Oh, he's going up against Eddie Edwards. I might actually have to check that out. This entire card actually looks pretty cool. I'll take a look. All right, guys. But yeah, if Gresham was if Gresham is promoted for Rebellion, then he has to do it because it's obviously contractually obligated. But yeah, this is but that should be pretty good for what Gresham is doing over there. And we have the Ring of Honor World Champion still being Jonathan Gresham. Gresham offers a handshake after the match, and Castle shakes his hand. Jay Lethal and Sanjay Dutt with Satnam Singh make their entrance to the ring. Singh then walks down to the ring and hits a double chokeslam on the boys. Castle then dives onto Singh, but Singh then catches him and throws him into the steel steps. Gresham then faces down Singh, but Lethal then hits a lethal injection onto Gresham. Singh then grabs Gresham and just throws and bounces his head off the mat like a basketball. Lee Moriarty then runs down and tries to attack Satnam. It's not to little effect. It's to no effect. Satnam was just no-selling this like an absolute beast. Singh easily swats him away. Matt Sydal then comes to the ring with his crutches, and Singh just easily snaps the crutches in two, and Lethal and Dutt beat down an already beaten up Matt Sydal. Then Samoa Joe's music hits, the Ring of Honor television champion. Joe walks down to the ring with a lead pipe in hand. Lethal, Dutt, and Singh clear the ring. Dutt and Lethal hold Singh back as Joe challenges them to get in the ring. Dutt and Lethal push Singh to the back, and Joe and Gresham offer each other respect as they clash their championships together and they raise their titles up high. Can't wait for Ring of Honor television to come back. Same here, man. I think Tony Khan has an announcement on Wednesday. I might be thinking it's three things: the AEW New Japan combination show, an AEW streaming service, so AEW finally getting onto a streaming service like HBO Max or any other streaming service that they could reach out to, or a TV deal for Ring of Honor. I'm thinking it's either one of those three. I'm thinking it's either one of those three. Now, if it is either one of those three, I'm Phil Stradamus. I'm Phil Stradamus at this point. I just know what's happening in AEW, and they should hire me. And they should sign me. TK, I know you're watching. But in all honesty, though, I think this is absolutely great. I think Ring of Honor and AEW are going to do great things together, and they've already done great things together. It's going to be fine. Now, I know a lot of people are hesitant, but you got to trust the process in Tony Khan. Tony Khan knows what he's doing. He's been doing great things with AEW for the past 3 years. I don't think he's going to stop now. We come back from commercial break and we see a video package for the Thunder Rosa and Nyla Rose match. Nyla Rose is out first without Vickie Guerrero, and then the AEW Women's World Champion, Thunder Rosa, makes her entrance next. Now, if it is a super show, like I said, it's going to be absolutely awesome. I can't wait for that, and we'll see what happens in the near future. It's either that or the two other things that I mentioned. And we'll definitely figure that out when the time goes on. But on to the AEW Women's World Championship match. Nyla Rose powers Rosa onto the out of the ring. And this is to start off the match. Nyla throws Rosa into the barricade, stomps on her, and then huge chops against the barricade. Rosa then throws Nyla into the ring post, then hits a springboard bulldog against the ring post. Rosa then with a chop against the barricade, and then throws Nyla into the opposite barricade. Back inside the ring we go as Rosa then goes to the tops and hits a missile dropkick. Cover for a 1 count. Rosa then kicks, she does kicks to the back. Then a sliding lariat. Cover for a 1 count. Thunder Rosa chants are happening in the arena at this point as Nyla chokes Rosa against the ropes. Nyla with stops and then strikes in the corner. She argues with the referee, who's the lady ref? Who's the lady ref? And who's the lady ref in AEW? I am drawn in a blank, guys. Who's the lady ref in AEW? Who is it? Guys, come on, chat it up with me. Chat it up with me. Who is it? Aubrey Edwards. Thank you. Jesus, how can I forget Aubrey? I apologize, Aubrey, if you're watching. How can I forget Aubrey Edwards? She's like one of the best referees they ever got there. My God, thank you so much, guys. I don't know how I forgot Aubrey Edwards, but Jesus Christ. I was up for a 24-hour live stream last night. I have not gotten a single ounce of sleep in days. So I must be drawn in the blank because of that reason. Nyla chokes Rosa into the ropes. Nyla stomps, and then she argues with the referee. Rosa with a back elbow, and then throws Nyla out of the ring. Rosa then goes for a seated senton, but Nyla catches her with a power bomb on the ring apron. We're back from picture-in-picture. Strikes back and forth from both ladies. Rosa then gets the better of it. Big lariat, drop kick, and a stunner floors Nyla. Rosa with a running clothesline in the corner, big double knee strike, and then a running drop kick in the corner. Rosa then hits another running drop kick, sending Nyla out of the ring. Rosa with a baseball slide to the outside, and then Rosa goes to the top rope and hits a spinning splash to the outside. And by the way, I love suplex. Tyler, you're a goat. You're a freaking goat. I love you. Keep up all the great work that you do on your TikTok and on Twitter. I see you every time tweeting the shows. It's absolutely awesome. Shout out to Suplex. We're back inside the ring as Rosa goes to the top and hits a diving crossbody, but Nyla catches her and rolls through and then hits a heel kick. Nyla then drops Rosa onto the ropes and she climbs the top rope for her knee to the side of the head. She misses a double knee drop. Rosa then goes for a Hurricane Rana, but Nyla catches her. Rosa then reverses whatever she was going for into a code red. Rosa covered for a 2 count. Nyla then with a clothesline and another clothesline for a 2 count. Nyla then hits a choke slam, and then she goes to the top rope. Rosa then gets the boot up, but Nyla sees it coming. Nyla with a big lariat, cover for a 2 count. Nyla then with a suplex, cover for a 2 count, with Rosa lying on the apron. Nyla goes for a diving senton, but Rosa gets out of the way. Absolutely brutal spot by those two ladies right there. Rosa goes for a roll-up for a 2 count. Nyla then hits the world's strongest slam, cover for a 2 count. Shout out to Mark Henry. Rosa, with a crucifix pin for a 2 count. Rosa then hits a Hurricane Rana into a cover for a 3 count. And there you go. The AEW Women's World Championship is still around the waist of Thunder Rosa. And now is your AEW Battle of the Belts post show. That's all that happened on the show tonight. This is going to be a very, very short review unless the chat continues to talk. If you guys continue to chat it up with me, if you guys continue to ask questions, or we can just talk about wrestling for a little bit until I kind of just gotta get out of here. That's perfectly okay. But yeah, guys, if you want to talk, come on in, join in on the chat, type it up, we can talk. Other than that, we're done with the review. I hope you guys enjoyed what you heard tonight. And if you did, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't already, turn on the bell for all notifications. And yeah, man, support the channel on bonfire.com, the exclusive home of Outside the Brand and its merchandise. Click that like button. I probably said that already, but follow the TikToks. All the links are down in the description. And, we just thank you so much for the support. All right, guys, let's talk for a little bit. I want to talk for a little bit before I get out of here. An under 40-minute stream, that's not like us. So we can talk for a little bit more. What's going on, guys? Have I watched Deadlock Pro Wrestling? I have before. And you know what? They're doing some good things over there. I like Deadlock. Titus Catering is the best? You're damn right. Titus Catering has some great chicken patties tonight. He has some great chicken patties. And those mashed potatoes tonight were banging. They were banging. Titus Catering is the best. And if you ever need catering for a party or a live event that you're doing, or just anything, if you're doing a family reunion, summer's coming up. Family reunions always usually happen during the summer and spring. If you're having a family reunion, call Titus Catering. 1-800-TITUS. 1-800-TITUS can get you that catering. Who do I think is the best wrestler in the world right now? That's actually a very interesting question, and if you ask me tomorrow, it could probably be a different answer. In WWE right now, the best wrestler I personally believe is either Seth Rollins or AJ Styles. I love both of those guys. I think both of those guys are phenomenal. No pun intended. You guys can boo me in the chat if you want. But in AEW, I think the best wrestler right now, and I cannot wait for him to get back. Kenny Omega. I think Kenny Omega is one of the best professional wrestlers out there in the world today. Another close second, Adam Cole. Bebe. Adam Cole Bebe is one of the best professional wrestlers out there in the world today, and nobody can deny me of that. Nobody. I saw Adam Cole before he was Adam Cole. I saw Adam Cole before he was doing the Bebe. Shout out to Northeast Wrestling. Adam Cole before Adam Cole was just as good. Trust me. Adam Cole is one of the best in the world. And if you ever wanted to build a professional wrestling company around him, you can totally do that. Kenny Omega is one of the best in the world, too. He is. And nobody's going to tell me otherwise. Now, if you asked me who was the best storyteller in professional wrestling today, the man was in AEW about 3 months ago. The man now joined WWE. Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, to me, is one of the best storytellers in the ring today. And nobody's going to tell me otherwise. Nobody. I think Cody Rhodes' storytelling, bar none, is one of the best in the world. Another close second would be Roman Reigns. I think Roman Reigns is a great storyteller in the ring. I think he knows what he's doing. Storytelling and professional wrestling. That's what I love. Kenny wrestled in pain for us. He's a W wrestler, 100%. 100%. And Kenny Omega, the only reason why he's out right now is because he had to go, he had to heal himself. Kenny Omega put AEW on his back when he was doing the whole belt collector stuff. Now, did he really do anything for the Impact World Championship when he held it? No, he didn't. And I'm a man enough to say that. I am. He did not do really anything for the Ring of Honor, not Ring of Honor, the Impact World Championship. He didn't do anything for it. But Kenny Omega was doing that whole belt collector thing, and Kenny Omega was holding that championship with grace, with honor, and he was trying to elevate the AEW World Title too, and it worked. He was working on the game as well, of course. AEW has their video game, their console game coming out in September, or from what reports are saying, it's a September release for right now. And he does run the AEW Women's Division. I don't know if you guys know that, but as an EVP of the company, he does do work with the ladies of AEW. So he has to do stuff with that. He has to do stuff with the video game, and he had to heal himself from pretty much carrying AEW on his back over the course of however long he did that. When he comes back and when he does this whole summer feud with Adam Cole and the rest of the whole Undisputed Era, guys, it's going to be fantastic. I think we're probably going to be able to see a blood and guts match between those guys. If not blood and guts, you're going to see something phenomenal. You are. If the blood and guts is not used for the Jericho guys, it is going to be used for Kenny Omega, Adam Cole, and that storyline. For sure. For sure. I think the summer for AEW this year is going to be one of the best summers that you guys are not going to want to miss for professional wrestling. This is going to be a great, great year for AEW and many other promotions. I can't wait to see what we have in store for professional wrestling in the year 2022. I can't wait. And we're only in the middle of April. We got so much. Wouldn't mind if you took the rest of the year as a wrestler to just relax, take off the rest of the year and just relax for a little bit. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that either, considering how stacked the AEW roster is right now. I really don't miss Kenny Omega with how stacked the AEW roster is right now. I wouldn't mind it either, but I really would like to see Kenny Omega back. I would. I think Adam should portray Kenny after the Elite versus Bullet Club match, if it's possible. 100% that's possible. 100%. Here's the thing, though. I don't want Adam Cole or Kenny Omega to be a world champion during this feud, though. They don't need the championship. The whole thing about it is Adam Cole took over the Elite while Kenny Omega was gone. And now Kenny Omega has to pretty much, take his group back. So he's going to try to recruit the Young Bucks, which is going to work. And then Adam Cole is going to recruit his Undisputed Era guys, and Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly. And then they're going to have to find a fourth guy. Or it's going to be a 3-on-3. So we'll figure that out. I think the summer months for AEW is going to be absolutely top notch. Seriously, I think it's going to be top notch. I cannot wait for it. As a feud that won't need a championship. Exactly. It doesn't need a title. It does not need a title at all. So I think the summer months for AEW is going to be absolutely phenomenal. I think it's going to be great. I can't wait. I just can't wait. Once Kenny Omega comes back, man, we're gonna have some great times in AEW. And we're gonna have some great reviews right here on the podcast for you guys, and you guys are not gonna want to miss it. I like AEW when it comes to the stories they tell. Me too, man. Me too. A long-term booking. That's what it's all about. Long-term booking. Long-term booking is one of the lost arts in professional wrestling. And Tony Khan does it right. Tony Khan does it right. Look at what Wardlow and MJF are doing right now. Wardlow and MJF were together for 3 years, since the beginning of AEW. And now Wardlow is one of the top baby faces in all of the company in this feud with MJF. Him just trying to get a contract with AEW and trying to get out of his contract with MJF. The face turn for Wardlow was so organic. And MJF just knows how to be a fucking dick. And it works so well. This company, man, if anybody in this chat is not watching AEW, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. I don't know what you're doing, because you're doing something right. Look at Wheeler fucking Yuta. Wheeler Yuta, who was in... I'm going to say it. I don't care. It's probably true. He was a no-name. He was a no-name before he came into AEW. He had a couple of matches here. He had a couple of matches there on Dark, on Rampage, what have you. And then 2 fucking weeks. It took him 2 fucking weeks to make him into a megastar. He had a match with fucking Bryan Danielson, right? Absolutely star-making match right there. He had a match for the Ring of Honor Pure Championship, won the Pure Championship, and then on AEW Rampage, that live Rampage, well, the live Rampage, it was the Blackpool Combat Club together, but whenever he faced, whenever we were due to face John Moxley and joined the Blackpool Combat Club. Storytelling at its finest, and that match made Wheeler Yuta prove to himself that he can be a great professional wrestler and join a faction and join a stable like the Blackpool Combat Club. Shakes the hand, blood all over his face, blood all over his body. He's a made man now, and now he's with Bryan Danielson, John Moxley, and William fucking Regal. Storytelling. He was barely getting reactions like you're saying, and now he's one of the biggest pops out there right now because they did him right. They did him right. They're going to do the same stuff with Hook. I know a lot of people are not really all that into Hook right now, but trust me, he's going to do the same thing with Hook. He's going to do the same thing with Darby Allin. He's already done stuff with Darby Allin that is already fantastic. Tony Khan knows what he's doing, period. Or at least he knows what he's doing when he's trying to book new stars. Now, when it comes to the other roster, like with pretty much with the whole bloated roster, as everybody's calling it, and I do admit we have so much talent here that it could be looked at as bloated. But Tony Khan knows what he's doing when he's trying to make new stars like Wheeler Yuta and Wardlow and etc. He knows what he's doing there. I think Tony Khan is doing great things over there. Ring of Honor is going to be something great with AEW. Ring of Hook. That's an hilarious sentence. But I think Ring of Honor is going to do great things with AEW. I think AEW is going to do Ring of Honor right. I don't think they're going to fuck it up, and if they do, that's on them and that's on Tony Khan. But I highly doubt it because Tony Khan knows what he's doing. And if Tony Khan is working with guys like a Jonathan Gresham, like a Dalton Castle, and like many others there that were a part of the Ring of Honor company. Tony Khan is going to do Ring of Honor right. I fully believe that. I fully believe that. Let me check something out real quick before we get out of here. Let me check some AEW news if there's anything AEW news, and if there's not, then we can get out of here a little bit early. And if there is, then I'll report it real quick. No, there's nothing really going on here for AEW news or anything like that. But if you guys want to hear the AEW card for Wednesday night, I can show you guys right now. We got a coffin match between Andrade El Idolo and Darby Allin, which should be fucking great. CM Punk takes on Dustin Rhodes. An Owen Hart tournament qualifier as Britt Baker takes on Danielle Kamea. Jungle Boy takes on Kyle O'Reilly in an Owen Hart tournament qualifier. Wardlow takes on the Butcher. Hook has his live AEW Dynamite debut. And then the big Tony Khan announcement so far is what is being presented for AEW on Wednesday night. You're asking for WWE news, if anything. Well, Casey Catanzaro and Kaylee Ray have new ring names, if you guys did not know that. According to PW Insider, WWE NXT 2.0 superstars Kaylee Ray and Casey Catanzaro are given new ring names. Katana Chance will be Catanzaro's new ring name, and Alba Fire is the new name for Kaylee Ray. Previously reported, a number of WWE superstars have lately had their name changed. This is proportionally due to the new Vince McMahon directly prohibiting wrestlers for using their true identities or names from the independent circuit. A member of Legado del Fantasma stable in NXT 2.0, Raul Mendoza, and it's Alba Fyre. So Fire, or I'm probably just saying Fire, but Fyre is how they're spelling it. So we'll see what it is on 2.0 if I even dare to watch it. But that's Kaylee Ray's new name. A member of Legado del Fantasma stable in NXT 2.0, Raul Mendoza, had his name changed recently. His name change happened last week. Name changes are still currently going on in WWE, as Marcel Bartel and Raquel Gonzalez both debuted on Friday Night SmackDown with new names. So yeah, man, Rich is getting name changes left and right. So Katana Chance is Casey Catanzaro, and then Alba Fire, I'm saying Fire, but it's probably pronounced wrong, is for Kaylee Ray. And then other than that, there's nothing else. I mean, it's pretty normal. Smackdown viewership was down this week, of course. According to Spoiler TV, the April 16th edition of Friday Night SmackDown, April 16th. Today is April 16th, so April 15th edition of Friday Night SmackDown was at 2.055 million viewers with a 0.4 in the ratings. Last week, SmackDown brought in a 2.0995 with a 0.55 rating. So yeah, SmackDown did terrible once again. They're still holding on to the 2 million, but they're not going to hold on for too long. And that's really it, guys. I mean, there's really nothing else to report. Everything else is all good and set in stone. And we'll start a new week of AEW and WWE content on Monday night as we do a Monday Night Raw review for Outside the Brand on Monday. So thank you guys so much for joining me right here on Outside the Brand. I appreciate you all for being here. I know it sucks sometimes with me just alone here, but it's okay. And here's the thing. We all heard from Loft I believe it was last night. Once he's out of school, he'll be here the entire time. So I'll at least have a podcast co-host with me every day after the next 3 weeks or so. So you might see me for the next 3 weeks and me only, but that's okay. Hey, I know you get to see this ugly mug every single time you see me on TikTok, but come on now. I do great things here on the podcast, and I hope you guys enjoy what we do here each and every single time that we are live. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, turn on the bell for all notifications. Bonfire.com, the exclusive home of Outside the Brand and its merchandise. Aiden, that is completely right. Raw is Cody. Everything else completely sucks. Bonfire, like, subscribe, bell, TikTok. Go follow us on TikTok if you haven't already. All the TikTok links are down in the description below. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at PhillyMet_. And yeah, man, thank you all so much for being here. And we will talk to you on Monday for the Monday Night Raw post show on Outside the Brand. I'll talk to you guys soon, guys. Have a good night. Peace out. We the ones.